Being able to approach different fabrics and different items with confidence is important for an apparel decorator. It'll help you make decisions about what products you can decorate in your business and what products you can showcase to your clients. Now, as we head into the fall and winter season, we're going to see these challenging fabrics pop up again. No, it's not the lightweight performance wear so much, but we are seeing more textures and fleece fabrics, whether that's sponge fleece or Sherpa, or in this case, sweater fleece. There are a lot of unique challenges to each fabric. But with the right mindset and the right understanding, you can approach these and actually conquer them. We're going to go step by step through how I approach a decorating job on this sweater fleece vest. And we're going to be using a really interesting product. And let me walk you through why I selected that first. So it's a new product for us. It's called CAD-COLOR Soft Foam. You can purchase this in a roll to print on a solvent or eco-solvent print device to create your own logos. Now, soft foam is what you might imagine. It has a foamy-like texture, it's dimensional, and it's super soft. It feels great on a garment, even for a thicker design. Now, I love thicker when I'm decorating these challenging fabrics because a lot of times you need to cover things up because you're not wanting to see the texture through the print, or in this case of the sweater fleece, it's a very open construction to the garment where you want something that's going to stand up and be a little bit more rugged. You'll also want to consider that in your design of your logo. If you're doing thin lines and text on a fabric like this, it's probably not going to hold very well and adhere very well. And so think about doing more of a badge style logo or more of an encompass design, so there's going to be more coverage of the material of the logo onto your fabric. So those are some of the top tips. As we navigate this fabric, let's head over to the heat press and I'll give you some additional tips. So we're over here at our Hotronix Auto Open Clam, and let's take a look at the garment together. We have a lot of seam structure here. We have a zipper going straight down the middle, and my logo placement is going to be right here on the left chest. And so normally what you would want to do on a job like this is you would want to raise this print area using a heat printing pillow or print perfect pad, or even by swapping out the lower platen on the Hotronix heat press to something smaller. Now, I could certainly do that and be able to dial it in, but I'm decorating one vest here, and I'm a little bit worried about this 100% polyester fabric scorching and showing a scorch mark. And so the soft foam product that I mentioned that I'm going to apply, that we took a look at, that only takes a light to medium pressure. And so it's going to open up the possibilities for me about what I can use to decorate this. And so what I mean by that is you can use a heat printing pillow, which is a low density cushion-like surface, and still achieve a light to medium pressure. Now, you won't want to use this accessory on high pressure applications, but soft foam, no problem. And so the reason I'm choosing this, a couple reasons. One is I want to show you this technique. I'm going to slide this pillow in. Okay, it slides in very nicely. And by sliding the pillow in, the zipper can sink directly down into the pillow. And so I can still get this left chest placement very easily with it sinking down in to get nice and even pressure. Now, I don't necessarily want to have all this collar up on the press, so let's just zip this all the way, and let's get the tag out of the way first and kind of drape that off of the back. And then I have my placement. Now, one tip I give, I like operating the heat press upside down because I'm reaching here under the heat if I'm doing a lot of these, so it's really simple. Just rotate this around and you get a little bit closer to your placement area at the widest part of the opening on the press. And the reason I'm using a pillow, not that it still may not scorch, but by using a pillow, just practically, you're going to create a different line for the scorch mark. It is so noticeable when you raise this left chest print area. And what people usually do is they usually apply a ton of pressure here when they're using this raised print area, because all that pressure is coming down onto a smaller space, and you see this nasty mark. With the pillow, you're covering more of the garment, so it's a very practical tip, and we're not getting that result. So let me grab a cover sheet, and then we're going to go ahead and test for my pressure. And so I'll cover that up with a sheet of craft paper. Haven't adjusted pressure at all today on the press, so let me retract that. It's a lot of pressure here. Let's retract it more. Still a lot of pressure. There we go. I'm at a 2 on the control board. Foam applies at a 3 to a 4. Now I'm at a 3, and so I'm conducting my preheat here. I'm going to preheat for 5 seconds. The press automatically opens. And now I will position my left chest design. Going to grab the top shoulder and just draw myself an imaginary line down where I want to be at the center of the logo. Cover my print, and then we'll lock it down for the full application time. So you can hear that pillow compress. The zipper is sinking down in. Zipper is metal, so it's going to be hot when the heat press opens, so you want to be careful with that. But I'm pretty confident in this soft foam product applying and covering well, and I'm mitigating the risk of scorching by doing the application this way. And so as you're approaching these different fabrics, consider that. Now, soft foam is a more of a warm peel. And so what I would recommend that you do is you just let it cool down for a little bit, and then I'm going to start to lift the edge. And it releases just like that. And so let me pull this off. It's very simple. You just take the whole pillow out. And we'll lay this out on the table with the hat so we can get a good look at our finished result. So I'm extremely happy with the completed results. If there is any scorching at all, it's virtually undetectable on this garment, but I took those steps and that safety just in case when I approach this, because I didn't want to see an issue when I'm decorating only one piece for a client. Now, just looking in close, you'll see what I was talking about. We get that complete coverage and how the thickness of the soft foam not only looks good on this garment, but holds up to the stretching and the warping of the garment. And so we're not dealing with any thin lines that could potentially crack. No, the logo is not going to stretch and recover, but this isn't a tight fit, stretchy garment either, but we do want it to be able to kind of hold its own and be durable. So not only does it cover well there, but it covers well on our initial example over the seam of the hat. So think about the items you're decorating. Thinking about the way we're approaching these will really drive you to not only how you select the heat transfer product you're going to use to decorate, but how you approach your client's logo in design. These little nuances and just intelligence on the way you approach a job, it's what's going to separate you from the pack and let you be relied on as a logo expert for your clients. Thanks for watching.